Hello, my name is Joe Taker. This is the second episode of our series for Dead Z. We're going to start out with just a simple flashlight. I'll give myself a bandage. You know what? Make it a painkiller. Because painkillers heal a little bit more than bandages. Then after that, the next step up would be bandages DX. And then after that would be antibiotics. And then as well as a med kit. Med kits heal all the way. But of course they're more rare. As you can see, I don't have any at the moment. And we're not going to start out with anything extra today. So just that for this episode. And we want to choose a relatively low server. We could try the PvP servers, but to be honest, there's just too many people on them right now. Definitely a lot of spawn killers there too. Gotta watch out for that. Alright, so that's that. So this is pretty much your setup. Besides the food and water and whatnot, that's gonna be about the same, you know, flashlight and bandage. Or actually I got painkillers, so kinda cheating a little bit, but in case I do get hit on an accident or for whatever reason, at least I can heal some of that damage. I believe antibiotics heal a third. It takes, if I'm not mistaken, like four hits from a zombie to kill you without any armor or nothing. And I think antibiotics heal equivalent to the damage taken by one of the attacks by a zombie. So it might, you know, if you get hit, take an antibiotic, then you're fully healed up again. But usually it might take, you know, like 3 bandages to fully heal up. Maybe 2 painkillers will do it. And if you have a little health taken off, you know, just like your character's head on the lower left, it's not too big of a deal. But, I mean, it's a good idea to start out with a good amount of hit points, you know. You want the most, obviously, when you're going into PvP. This 10% will make a huge difference. That might be an extra shot in the gun, maybe, so. Alright, so. You can't see my mouse, but my mouse will be disappearing, and I'll press Z, so hopefully that'll get me prone. For the first couple seconds, and I'm sure on the video it'll show like my character kind of frozen, you know, the screen kind of frozen. Just to let you know that's not you, that is the video. So now I'm able to actually do something to play. So I'm gonna go third person typically because I don't have a secondary or just any gun at all, you know, any weapon. So it's not really important to just go first person at this point. So I was here last. I ended up here. This is a little trailer park off to southwest of Crystal Lake. There's usually not too much stuff in these buildings actually. Good amount of food and water. You might find some meds actually. So there's a couple places that I would check. I would check this. It's a water bottle. I would come in here. Obviously if you're new you probably want to check all the rooms, but there's a flare. There's a fire axe. Right, so I'm gonna take the flare because honestly I've probably only tossed one before. Don't really find them necessary honestly, but here, let's just to scare some players that might come in. Boom. Alright, that's pretty cool. Anyways, these buildings, you know, they do have food and water. You might get the occasional flashlight or police baton, maybe some meds, but to be honest with you, there's not too much here. I found some good stuff like in these trailers. It's probably the best place for loot in this area. If you just so happen to come across it, you probably will eventually. It's a good spot actually. Not that many people here. I've never encountered a zombie here. at all. So as you can see that flare from quite a ways. They die out eventually, but that'll be there for a little bit at least. It's pretty cool. Like sometimes when I'm playing with my clan mates and we're trying to find each other, you know, sometimes you might throw a flare up in the air because everybody in a pretty long distance will see that flare. Like it'd be like, oh, that's where you're at, you know. You know, obviously you got to be careful because of bandits. But if you have to, you got to do it then. So we're nearby Crystal Lake. I could go in there and loot that, but I've had previous experience with it. I've found 2 AKs before and a bunch of other good stuff there. Actually, it's not too bad of a place. There are players going in and out though, since it's pretty close to the spawning area. So it makes sense to go there, even for us. But like I said, there's definitely going to be some players there. It's a decent sized town, so there are going to be zombies. But we'll go there anyways. So we're not afraid of some zombies. I'm more afraid of players, honestly. Now if they would add PvE servers, that would be quite interesting, kind of how DayZ had it. So continuing onward. I don't know how steep this might be. It seems pretty damn steep, but I've gone here so far. So there's a lake there. Let's check our map to see. Okay, so that's why they call it the Crystal Lake. Makes sense. So we're going down there. Now, tip for going down these cliffs. Obviously you want to be jumping if you can, you know. But if there's like some kind of like vegetation, you know, grasses and trees, you know, for the most part you may not take damage if you're walking on there. I say may because, I don't know, it might bug and you might still take damage. But if it's kind of green and grassy, then you should be good. Now places like this right here that I'm looking at, where it's all rocky, doesn't have any green on it, and you kind of slide off of it or just walk down it, you'll probably take damage. Now this looks like a non-vegetated point, so I'm going to go kind of on the grass line here. And if you kind of strafe like I'm doing, it helps. And sometimes it almost looks like a road, like it's meant for the players in a way. And you can kind of use those. Kind of strafe, and you can always jump. I mean, kind of take the risk, but you know, you can't go wrong with just jumping straight ahead. And you know, there's vegetation here, you're pretty much close to the ground, you can just sprint down all the way. So there we go, we just went down an entire mountain like that. So here we go, we're entering Crystal Lake. And there's a lot of zombies here if you haven't been there before. So it could be pretty dangerous. It's kind of dark. I really don't want to be using my flashlight. There's a couple places at the back side of this. Wait, was that a player? No, it wasn't. There are zombies here. Zombies do spawn here a lot, so you know, take it as an example. This place and other places, you know, just because there's zombies doesn't exactly mean that there's a player here. But there still could be. I mean, there's only one way to find out, right? So it depends. I mean, like that one trailer park area, I don't think there's zombies that really spawn there anyways. But let's say there was an occasional zombie or two, and all of a sudden I saw more than a few. Clearly there must be some kind of player there. So I hear a zombie. Sounds like it's aggro at me, but it's not. That's probably that zombie there. I don't want to use my flashlight on it if I don't have to, seeing as though everyone's gonna see me. Yeah, this place is just flooded. And the main reason for lag, I think, is just the view distance. I mean, if you see all the way over there, I could see zombies. Like, things off to that distance should disappear. Now you see how that zombie's kind of glitch as if it was running in that direction? It could mean somebody actually went past there. Okay. Oh. Sorry about that. So there's a granola bar, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. And potentially a chem stick. So if you hold down shift and press, my bad. If you have a weapon out, I'm not going to do it now, but if you have a weapon out, aim down right like this and tap shift. Definitely don't want to get sticky keys in the process, right? But that's how you would switch views. So my character is here now, but it would switch over here, right? So it's kind of hard to describe it. You know what? I'll do it now, since I kind of got aggro. So, like that, see? First person is still the same, but now I can shift like so. Now light does not attract zombies. I'll prove it to you. Because they're blind as shit. There's 2 zombies there. I really don't want to attract them, but light does not affect zombies. So there are aggro on somebody, but they're just glitched out. They're pretty loud. I do apologize. So I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, sorry about that. That was very loud. But player used to be here. It's good to know that. Who knows how long ago. I'm sure they looted Crystal Lake and left by now. But there wasn't any loot there. I don't know if they're supposed to be. I don't know if there's supposed to be loot back there, but it's gone now, if there was. You just aggro somebody? You sure did. See how this flashlight is just all over the place? Definitely want to press backspace and put that away. And then you can press 2 whenever you need it again. You know, sure, it's kind of hard to handle, but for now, since you can't really turn off your flashlight, you just have to kind of deal with it for now. So, it is pretty crowded with zombies. There might be a hole in this wall. No, it doesn't seem like it, so we're gonna have to go through here. There are a good amount of zombies. I'm sure if I go anywhere near, I'm gonna get all 3 of them. Now something to keep in mind, there might be zombies laying down in these bushes. They might look dead, like over there. But if I were to swing, here, let's take care of this guy. Vaccine not yet implemented, I wouldn't deal with it. So continuing now, if I go to the zombie that's lying down, like so, and I swing, now take a look at my hearing meter up top. You see it kind of flashes for like a split second. Well, it's gonna make some noise for the zombies around. Now you can use this to your advantage. You don't want to walk right into a sleeping zombie, right? So she did drop some painkillers. That's good for us. So now we're gonna try to sneak in here. There are a good amount of zombies though. We'll just try to avoid them. You can crouch pretty closely, so we'll have to. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies. So you can use this to your advantage to try to lure zombies into a position where it's safe for you to kill them. So this area is kind of safe. If I can just walk in. Okay, so we got plenty of zombies. That wasn't a good example, seeing as though there is a good amount of zombies here. Wow. Oh my god. That is a huge amount. Let's see if any of my skills can pull through. Lost line of sight. Oh man. That's pretty bad, but I mean, if you're gonna go in one area or one direction, you have to keep going with it. If you stop, change your mind, zombies will get you. Wow. So we lost some zombies actually, but not enough. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna use something that's a little more defensive. But there's just too many zombies to handle. I could probably take one and run. So I'm gonna take a couple hits. Hopefully we can get on the wall somehow. That'll help us. Wow, that is a lot. Yeah. This might be the end first. So I'm gonna pause here and come back.